Hi, I'm Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here with NetApp's Dave Frederick. Dave, hello, welcome.
Hi, Randy. We've got to stop meeting like this. We have to start meeting face to face, if you don't mind.
I would like that very much. Maybe in 2021.
Hopefully.
Oh, fingers crossed. So we're here today to talk about what might have happened at IBC in Amsterdam. Obviously, it's all virtual this year. Before we start digging in any further, why don't you tell everybody what your products are for M&E?
Yeah, we actually have a complete portfolio of storage and data management solutions that specifically address the various needs of the media and entertainment workflow. So we find that some customers have an emphasis on rendering and animation, visual effects, and this type of workflow requires a lot of transactional performance, like high IOPS, lots of small files, the ability to move those files very quickly in and out of processing applications. And for that, we have our OnTap NAS product, which is available in all disk, all flash, or as a hybrid. And then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got the folks that are doing high resolution editing and collaborative editing among a lot of different people working on the same material. And that's where bandwidth comes in. And so for that application, we have the E-Series SAN product, and it's been a workhorse of the industry for over a decade, and continues to be a great performer. And we now have all flash versions of the SAN, as well as hybrids and disk versions. So you can kind of tune the cost of performance to the size of your job. A lot of our customers are beginning to embrace, and as the industry embraces object storage, we also have our Storage Grid object storage system, which is really well suited to content distribution, also content preservation. And now we're starting to get to the point where we're able to work with objects without converting them back to files, which means that now you can use a distributed storage system that might be in 5 different locations around the world, and people can get work done on that without having to create a lot of multiple local files and then manage all those files separately. So this is an exciting time for the on-premise stuff. When you bring into the fact that we also extend all the capabilities of our on-premise systems into the cloud. For example, if you want to operate in a NAS environment, you can have that same exact NAS environment in any of the major public clouds and use the same management and administration tools and data management tools and automation and policies and all that. Go right into the cloud, and you don't have to work with those as objects if you don't want to. So it's really sort of, when you look at the dimensions of horizontally, we have the product portfolio, and then vertically we can go from the ground to the cloud seamlessly.
Well, speaking of the cloud, I was going to ask you about trends and how that's affecting how you guys are creating product. Obviously, people have been working from home. It's been a necessity. So embracing the cloud, from your perspective, is obviously very important. Can you talk a bit about what you're seeing and what you guys are doing to answer those trends?
Yeah, I think the media and entertainment industry suffered a bit from just the nature of the files and content that they work with. For years, financial services and other types of businesses, airlines and all those, have been using the cloud really successfully because they're dealing mostly with databases and small transactions and small files. And it didn't lend itself well to moving big data around. So now bandwidth is becoming more available, and file sizes you're getting higher quality video, even in file sizes that would have been taken much larger to do. The whole movement now, when you take those realities where the industry was going to look at cloud pretty seriously anyway, for more than just a bit bucket or more than just a quick process, combine that with the demands of remote workforces driven by COVID-19 and this whole situation, is now the cloud becomes the natural place to do collaborative remote workforce. And when NetApp says cloud, we don't necessarily make a demand that be a public cloud, like the hyperscalers, the big hyperscaler public clouds, or a private cloud. And in fact, some of our customers are creating their own private clouds with our object storage and operating those so they can maintain control, and to what degree they worry about privacy. Public clouds are very private, and they wouldn't be in business if they weren't. But some companies like to have that on-premise infrastructure under their control. And then we have a lot of tools that can automatically move content to and from the cloud when it's needed, or as it ages, or any of the other various policy types of decisions that you might need to make. And that's all built into the file systems. So you don't necessarily need to have a MAM to do that kind of file movement. You can do that with NetApp tools, and that can sometimes save some money on a project that may not require a MAM.
So what are you hearing from customers? What are you hearing from partners? Because you guys are very good at partnering with other companies to provide solutions. What have you been hearing?
Well, first of all, everyone's very busy. The upside of dealing with an emergency situation makes people think about solving a problem that they may not have been urgently solving before. And so our partners in the MAM space, our partners in the production tools space, those companies are just dealing with as much business as they can, as quickly as they can. We're seeing a growth in projects that fit that model, where, for example, our private clouds and our object storage is doing quite well. And we continue to sell large format production systems like the E-Series SAN to solve that increasing resolution problem for people that are able to work on premise. So I think overall, there may have been a bit of a shove that the industry didn't necessarily expect, but is coping with. And we're fortunate that we have, like I said at the beginning, this complete portfolio that can sort of fit in to the entire workflow, no matter where you want to put it, and tons of reliability and performance that has come from 20 years of solving the world's largest companies' problems on an ongoing basis. DreamWorks, for example, is a great customer partner of ours, and every picture they've ever done has been on NetApp equipment since the day they opened. And they remain a loyal and happy customer for us, and we're really proud of that relationship. And we have a lot of customers that continue to take advantage of the capabilities that NetApp has, and also feed back to us what it is they're trying to solve, and we work collaboratively with them to solve those problems.
Fantastic. Is there anything that I haven't asked that you feel is important before I let you go?
I think that's it from us. I think we want to make sure that people know that we are open for private virtual meetings and presentations. If they want to know more about NetApp, they can get in touch with us through the website. Just click on request a meeting. And there is the Media and Entertainment Solution webpage there that explains our entire portfolio and how everything works. And then also most of the major systems integration and value-added reseller partners around the world represent NetApp. And so that people should ask their local representative that they work with on other projects about getting together with NetApp.
Fantastic. Dave, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for putting it together.